Okay, now children, now let's read page number 43. Listen carefully. Wherever the poor duckling tried to seek shelter, he found that he was always ridiculed by others. Smaller birds, animals, even human beings poked fun at him. He became lonelier and more miserable. By and by, he grew bigger and stronger. But whenever he looked at his own reflection, he thought, I look so ugly. He was afraid to look at his own reflection. He hid himself if he saw anyone coming. One day, when he was hiding among the reeds, he saw a flock of graceful white swans swim past. They were the most beautiful birds he had ever seen. How wonderful to be like them, he said to himself. Then came winter with cold winds and snow. Without any shelter, the poor duckling was frozen in the snow. A kind man saw him. He broke the snow and saved the duckling. Soon it was spring. The duckling had now gained a lot of strength. Again, he found his way to the river's edge and swam further away. One fine morning, when he flapped his wings against his sides, he rose high into the air. He flew on and on till he found himself in a beautiful, fragrant garden. So now, children, what happened is wherever the poor duckling tried to seek shelter, he found that he was always ridiculed by others. Everybody, children, used to make fun of him. Ridicule means make fun of somebody. He had left his brothers and sisters and gone far away. But when the other animals, human beings, smaller birds saw him, they also started laughing and making fun of this ugly duckling. So, children, this ugly duckling did not have any friends, so he became lonelier and more miserable. Lonelier means he started feeling alone because he had no friends. Everybody would make fun of him. And miserable. Miserable means very, very unhappy and sad. By and by, children, now this ugly duckling started growing bigger and stronger. But whenever children, as he was swimming in the lake and looked at his own reflection, he thought, I look so ugly. Children, whenever you look in the water, you can see your own self, just like when you look in the mirror. So, reflection is seeing our own self. So, whenever he looked into the water and he saw his reflection, he thought, I look so ugly. I don't look good at all. So he was afraid to look at his own reflection because he became very, very sad. And what he did, children, look at the third picture. He hid himself if he saw anyone coming. Why did he hide? Because he knew that anybody would come and see him, they would all laugh and make fun of him. Now, one day when he was hiding among the reeds, what he saw a flock of graceful white swans swim past. So he saw that these swans are swimming. And when he saw them, wow, he said, they were the most beautiful birds he had ever seen. And he thought to himself, see here in the second picture, he's thinking, how wonderful if I would be like them. He thought, and see, he's imagining that when I look at myself, I should look like this, so wonderful and beautiful. Then finally, children, what happened? The season changed and it was winter, and there were cold winds and snow. Now, the ugly duckling did not have any shelter. It was away from its mother, it was away from its brothers and sisters. And then what happened? It got frozen in the snow. As it was getting frozen up, a kind man saw this duckling, and what did he do? He broke the snow and saved the duckling. Otherwise, what would happen, children? As it was frozen, this ugly duckling would have died. So, this kind man, he came, he did make fun of the duckling, but he broke the snow and he saved the duckling. Soon, children, the season changed and it was spring. Now the duckling had now gained a lot of strength, and then finally it went far away to the river's edge and swam further away. Then one fine morning, what he did? He flapped his wing against his sides and he rose high into the air. Flapping means moving its wings up and down. You can see in the picture. And where did he reach? He flew on and on till he found himself in a beautiful, fragrant garden. So finally, flying, because there also everybody was making fun of him. So he flew and he reached into a beautiful, fragrant garden. Fragrant means having a pleasant or a sweet smell. So if you smell a sweet smelling flower champa, you will have a fragrant smell, that is a sweet smelling flower. So he went to this garden.